We've reached the heart of summer. It's a steamy week ahead in downtown Minneapolis as fans arrive at Target Field. The Twins are right in the middle of an important 11-game homestand that will take them into the All-Star break. And tonight, it's the first of three with their division rivals, the Kansas City Royals. Let's take a look at the series setup. Minnesota enters this series off an impressive 4-game sweep of the Orioles. They outscored them 26-9, including 10-1 yesterday, their biggest margin of victory for the season. Twins are 8-3 in their last 11 here at Target Field. A tough opponent on the mound tonight for the Twins, though. Tough Duff. Danny Duffy, 5-1 in his career against the Twins with a 2.62. However, struggling this year. Rock last time out, 4-8 with an ERA over 5. He'll be opposed by the first-time All-Star. That's right, Jose Berríos at age 24. Is representing the Twins in Washington, D.C. next week. He comes off a 3-run, 7-inning effort at Milwaukee. Welcome inside Target Field. The buzz throughout the clubhouse in the last 24 hours is all about Jose Berríos. Just a couple years plus ago, 2016 in April, he made his major league debut. Now the first year had some bumps along the way, but it was a breakout season last year. 14 wins for Berríos. You could see this kid coming, and this year he's really seemed to put it all together. Look at the numbers for Jose Berríos in terms of the American League. Key statistics like strikeouts, complete games, opponent's batting average. This guy is right near the top in all these categories. He's very excited to represent the Twins and Puerto Rico next week in Washington, D.C.
I feel so happy, so proud. Thanks God you have the opportunity to play in with a lot of good start, so like me, and it's an honor for me. I put in my mind that goal being in the season, try to make us again. So I work for that, prepare myself, my man, to be ready every start out there and try to help the team make the win. So I give my 100%, and that's what I deserve right now.
We know how good he is on the field, but off the field, the players really respect the work ethic. They love the kid that is Jose Berríos. Not at all one bit cocky, Dick and Bert, but he also takes the ball knowing that right now he's the best the Twins have to offer, and they're pretty happy to have him.
Yeah, and of course earlier this year, I think he first climbed into national prominence, climbing up onto the big stage in that start in Puerto Rico. He handled that pressure awfully well, 7 shutout innings against the Indians, and now he'll get a chance to pitch in the All-Star game.
Well, you can hear the confidence that Berríos has, too. He has worked his tail end off to get to that All-Star game. That was one of his goals going into the year. What has improved in Berríos, even from last year, we didn't talk about the walks. Okay, he is attacking the strike zone. Yes, he has that big breaking ball. He can pick up some strikeouts, but he has allowed only 26 walks in 114 innings pitched. So he's attacking the strike zone and also letting his defense help him out.
And there is a chance his Puerto Rican countryman, Eddie Rosario, who had a phenomenal first half for the Twins, he might join him in D.C. for the All-Star game as well. You have a chance to vote Rosario, and we'll send perhaps 2 Twins to the All-Star game in D.C. in a couple of weeks. Sports North is presented by CenturyLink, connecting you to the power of the digital world. By Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. And by Northland Ford. Visit buyfordnow.com and your local Northland Ford dealer today.
It wasn't all good news yesterday as the Twins and Royals get set to start a 3-game series. Yes, the Twins concluded a 4-game sweep of Baltimore, and yes, they got Jose Barrios to the All-Star game, but they all, as a team, feel this guy should go. Eddie Rosario's had a remarkable first half of the season. The average over 300, 18 home runs, 53 RBIs, and you can make a difference in the 2018 MLB All-Star Final Vote, which ends Wednesday at 3 o'clock Central. You can go to twinsbaseball.com/vote, and you can vote as many times as you want for Eddie Rosario, taking on big gunners from big markets like New York and Boston. Rosario certainly deserves your attention. The ranks in the AL are second to none. The guy that's an all-star takes the mound tonight is Jose Barrios. We'll see if he can win his first start as a Major League All-Star tonight.
Taking the mound. He'll take the mound here as scheduled on Saturday, and then his next appearance likely will be out of the bullpen in the All-Star game. Quite a thrill for the young right-hander. And Eddie Rosario stands a chance of making the team yet through one means or another, the extra player vote, and the Twins starting a campaign. Rosie handing out a rose to try to buy some votes. That's okay in these circumstances. And the Kansas City Royals coming to town, and they are really, really struggling. They've lost 9 straight. Here's the Menards lineup tonight. Whit Merrifield, Jorge Bonifacio, Mike Moustakas, Salvador Perez, Lucas Duda, Rosel Herrera, Alex Gordon, Alcides Escobar, and Adalberto Mondesi.
And tonight's starting pitcher stats are brought to you by Home Furniture, and it is Jose Barrios making his 19th start, looking for his 9th win and his first career win against the Kansas City Royals.
And strike one to Whit Merrifield, who probably should be the Kansas City All-Star representative, but right now he's not, even though he's hitting over 300. And Salvador Perez, who's hitting about 100 points less than that, instead is the Kansas City All-Star pick. 0-2 to Merrifield.
Yeah, so a lot of people in Kansas City a little surprised that Perez made it, but that was a player's vote that they wanted Perez behind the plate as it would be his 6th appearance as an All-Star. Merrifield making himself quite a player, just 29 years old. He spent a lot of time in the minor leagues This is just his 3rd season with the Royals.
1-2 from Berrios to Merrifield. Fly ball down the right field line, chased by Grossman, but there is no play. Merrifield found out before the game yesterday he did not make the All-Star game, All-Star team. Then he went out and got 5 hits.
Yeah, 5 for 5, first time in his career. Well, you know what? You look at the voting for the All-Star, there's always a handful or 2 handfuls of guys that probably should be there that don't make it. But there's also injuries.
Mauer.
Nice play.
To Berrios. That's how that's supposed to work. 1 away.
Nice play by Joe Mauer, diving to his right and making sure he knocks it down. And Berrios, very good athlete as far as what he needs to do on that mound and cover first. Did a good job.
Royals starting a lefty, so the lineup's a little bit different in the outfield. Kepler's in center, Rosario's in left, Grossman is in right field. The infield of Escobar, Polanco, Dozier, and Mauer, and Bobby Wilson behind the plate. Mauer, of course, used to be a perennial All-Star. That's not the case anymore. Back in the days when Joe caught. 1 down, and now Jorge Bonifacio. And a first pitch strike. Bonifacio getting a chance to play, and the numbers suggest he's played pretty well. But the Jorge the Royals want in the lineup is Jorge Soler. And Soler is out with a broken left toe. He's essentially got the same thing that Byron Buxton's had to deal with.
And Bonifacio went through the same thing that Jorge Polanco went through the 80-game suspension. He was just activated back on the 28th of June after serving 80 days for the suspended for PEDs.
That was quick. A 3-pitch strikeout, 2 down. And that'll bring up Mike Moustakas.
Yeah, Berrios averaging a strikeout an inning, 115 strikeouts now and 115 innings pitched. Only 26 walks.
Moustakas a year ago was about to enter free agency, and he handled all the pressure that can be involved with that very well, setting a club record for home runs in a season. And to the amazement of so many people in baseball, not the least of which Moustakas, he didn't have much interest in the free agent market and ended up re-signing with the Royals, and he's had a decent year to be sure. 17 home runs, 56 runs batted in, but the thinking is that he will be dealt before the end of the month to a contending team.
Yeah, 38 home runs last year. That's a Royals club record, as you mentioned, Dick. A 2-time All-Star, 2015 and last year.
Fastball zipped inside, and it's 2-1.
He was last year's American League Comeback Player of the Year.
And Perez hitting behind him in the cleanup spot. Just off the outside corner, 3-1.
Berrios making his 6th career start against the Royals. He's 0-1 with a 6.66 ERA in his 5 first starts against them. So he has struggled against the Royals. This is his first outing against the Royals this year, and this is the Twins' only 4th game against the Royals. And here we are on game number 88 for the Twins and number 90 for the Royals.
The only series played between these two teams was played in late May in Kansas City, and the Royals won that series 2-1. Full count to Moustakas with 2 gone in the first. Popped up, foul. A long run for Escobar, and it's out of his reach.
With the shifts put on, of course, Escobar was playing at short, where a shortstop usually plays. So he had a long run, and Berrios is going to take a little extra time right here. Let Escobar catch his breath.
Another 3-2 from Berrios, 15th pitch of the inning. Got him with an off-speed pitch. Good first inning for Berrios. A 1-2-3 inning with a couple of strikeouts. so far this year, but that was played, all 5 games of it were played on the road. The Twins would like to win 5 in a row at home to start this long homestand. And the Menards batting order for the Twins in the first. Joe Mauer back in the leadoff spot. He'll be followed by Eddie Rosario, Brian Dozier, Eduardo Escobar, Robbie Grossman, Mitch Garver, Max Kepler, Jorge Polanco, and Bobby Wilson.
And tonight's starting pitcher stats are brought to you by Home Furniture. For the Kansas City Royals, it'll be left-handed pitcher Danny Duffy, 29 years old, making his 19th appearance, as Berríos is. 5-1 lifetime against the Twins, 4-0 here at Target Field. The Twins offense have some work to do tonight.
Strike 1 to Mauer. Duffy's put it together over the last 8 starts or so. Had a rough one his last time up, but a grand slam in the 6th inning kind of warped the overall numbers a little bit. 1 strike to Mauer. And now outside, 1-1.
Yeah, Duffy basically good fastball, hard slider. It doesn't look like a curveball, but he calls it a slider. Those are his numbers here at Target Field. 4-0, 2.06 ERA in 6 starts, 8 games. Did some relieving.
On the ground toward the hole and into left field. Mauer with a base hit to get the night started. That was a well-placed ground ball.
Well, fastball away. Joe doesn't try to pull it. And as Joe does so well, just takes that pitch the other way. Escobar, the shortstop, he can't reach it. And it's into left field, and Gordon gets it back in.
And now Rosario, who's seen his batting average tumble in the week past, down to 301. And there is a campaign, a voting campaign, that the Twins hope will get Rosario to the All-Star game. There also is another opportunity for Rosario. If someone elects not to play or is hurt, then Rosario would figure to be at the very top of a list of players to go anyway. He certainly deserves it, and I was surprised that if there was only one Twin selected for the squad, that it was Berríos and not Rosario.
I think a lot of us were.
I mean, the Twins obviously had a disappointing first half of the year, but where would they be without Rosario? He carried this team for about 10 weeks offensively. He and Escobar. 2 strikes. See Eddie take back-to-back pitches very often. And now he punches it into center field for a base hit. That's a patient at bat for Eddie Rosario. He took 2 strikes and then stuck the barrel out and got a base hit.
Well, we've seen Rosario, what he does, he'll commit with his lower part, but he'll keep those hands back. Look where the hands are, just kind of reaches out, able to get the barrel of the bat on the ball up the middle. Joe had to kind of hold up right there and make sure that the ball hit that outfield grass, and he gets the second.
First and second, nobody out. Dozier at the plate. Swing and a miss. Dozier just 8 for 37 against Duffy, and amazingly 37 at bats. And Dozier has not hit a home run against Danny Duffy. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Yeah, hard breaking ball right there by Duffy. Duffy with 86 strikeouts and 101 innings pitched coming into this ball game.
You know, one thing that impressed me in the Baltimore series, we saw what seemed like a half dozen times. Twins, he gets strike 1 and strike 2 on Manny Machado, and then he had a 2-strike approach. He cut down his swing and just concentrated on using the middle of the field and getting the barrel of the bat on it. Easier said than done, of course. On the outside corner, Dozier takes a called 3rd strike. And that'll bring up Escobar.
Yeah, Will Little, the home plate umpire. From up here, it took a little while, but I'm sure he yelled it out, and Brian Dozier stood there a little bit, but it is strike 3, and Dozier strikes out for the first out. Straight over the top fastball.
Yeah, right there. 97. Was I reading too much into Machado, or was that your impression too?
No.
That he really toned down his aggressiveness and just trying to avoid striking out, concentrated on instead getting base hits up the middle.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
1-0 now to Escobar. Swing and a miss. And with a 97-mile-per-hour fastball and a sharp breaking ball that's 10 miles per hour slower, you can see why Duffy does get, when he's on, a lot of swings and misses.
Yeah, you mentioned, his last 8 starts, he's been a lot better pitcher, and you really have to go back to the middle part of May. Good breaking ball right there.
And at 79.
Over the winter back in October, he had some bone chips removed on that elbow, and they say at the beginning of the year he had a tough time stretching it out, and now it looks like he feels pretty good. High is 97 already.
And a breaking ball in the dirt. Escobar strikes out, 2 down. 2 singles, now 2 strikeouts, and Grossman will bat. Royals out on the field, and you might recognize some names, you might not recognize others. Rosell Herrera is in center, Bonifacio in right, Gordon in left, Moustakas, Escobar, Merrifield, Duda, Salvador Perez behind the plate. Here is Grossman. 6 for 15 with a home run and 3 walks against Duffy.
Yeah, he's the only Twin that has a home run against Duffy.
Inside ball 1.
And Danny Duffy has given up 19 home runs. This is his 19th start.
Popped up and no play.
And Duffy's actually pitched better on the road this year than at Kauffman Stadium. 11 starts on the road. He's 4-4, but at home at Kauffman Stadium, he's 0-4. He's given up about 2 more runs at home than he has on the road.
Inside, and it's 2-1.
Duffy signed to a long-term contract, signed through 2021.
And a strike taken, 2-2. Bauer started the inning with a single. Rosario followed up with another one. Now a couple of strikeouts and a 2-2 count to Grossman. Full count. The runners will go. And Garver hoping for a chance in this inning. Grossman getting the start because he's had some success against Duffy. He's a right-handed batter. And Jake Cave, a left-handed batter, starts this game on the bench because of all that.
All the innings Duffy has pitched, 870 of them. Left-handers have hit only 207 off of them. Right-handers 261. So you want as many right-handers as possible. There's ball 4.
A walk will fill him up for Garver. What we saw in the Baltimore series, more frequently than we've seen maybe in any other series this year, the ability to get a 2-out hit in a key spot. It was just the first inning, but this would be a key spot.
Garver's been swinging a good bat too. He hit the big 2-run home run yesterday. They gave the Twins a 2-0 lead.
Like so many right-handed batters, though, for the Twins, he struggled against left-handed pitching. Low, ball 1.
And only 1 at bat against Danny Duffy.
That one caught the corner. Garver, the designated hitter, Paul Molitor a little more encouraged to do that because of Williams Astudillo, who can catch. He's one of the bench players today, but normally teams are hesitant to have their second catcher as the designated hitter. Chopped foul. In the event something happens to the guy behind the plate, you move your DH out to the catching spot, then you lose your DH for the rest of the game. But the Twins have a little insurance policy on the roster with Astudillo.
Yeah, Astudillo, we saw him play second. We see him play third. Very good utility player.
And oddly, we've not seen him behind the plate yet.
Not yet.
1-2 to Mitch Garver.
It's going to be that hard curveball. It is.
And Garver strikes out. The Twins leave him full in the first.
Berríos. Yeah, congratulations for Berríos making his first All-Star appearance and game. And keep the quality starts coming. Twin starters have 5 straight quality starts, and Berríos has been great here at home this year. Berríos 6-2 at home at Target Field.
Perez whistles one foul, 1 strike.
In 10 starts. Very good ERA at 2.62 here at home.
Perez picked by the All-Star, or for the All-Star team, by the players, even though his numbers not very good at all. And he would tell you that. He's not happy with the numbers he's put up this year. 1 strike. Half swing and strike 2.
Yeah, Perez started the season on a disabled list. Had a tear of the MCL in his left knee, activated in late April.
Wide of the plate. 1-2. Perez, Duda, and Herrera in the Kansas City second.
It will be the 6th appearance for Perez in an All-Star game, and this guy's an animal, really. I mean, if you look at his size, 6'3", but he'd stand next to him, he's about 6'5". He seems like 240. Very athletic catcher. Very durable.
Roller to third, and Escobar has plenty of time and fires on target. 1 away. Take a look at the DQ combination with Berríos off to a good start here tonight. Now, should put an asterisk by some of these guys. Dave Boswell started as a reliever and then eventually became a 20-game winner as a starter. Liriano started as a reliever, became a starter. Santana started as a reliever before becoming a starter. But Berríos still on a very rapid climb up the Twins pitching charts. Duda takes ball 1 with a curious shift. 4 outfielders And 3 infielders all on one side of the infield. Duda threatened to bunt, took a ball, popped up. And sprinting to the other side of the infield is Polanco. 2 down.
Yeah, thank goodness it was high enough.
So 2 down, and that'll bring up Rosell Herrera.
I can see where Polanco's playing on the second base side, and he keeps his eye on it, makes a nice catch for the second out. 2 quick outs.
Herrera picked up a little over a month ago on waivers from the Reds, and the Twins and White Sox released news today that Ryan Lamar was picked up by the White Sox under similar conditions. The Twins tried to get Lamar through waivers, but the White Sox, like the Royals, in rebuilding mode, they picked up Lamar and put him on the big league roster. So
we wish him good.
Yeah, Ryan's a really good guy, and was a nice story when he was succeeding for the Twins. Got a walk-off hit for the Twins in Puerto Rico. 0-1 and now 0-2.
Yeah, Herrera, a switch hitter, 25 years old, from the Dominican Republic, originally signed by the Rockies. With the Reds, only 2 hits in 13 at-bats, played in 11 games.
Missed up and in. And now in the dirt, blocked by Wilson. 2-2. Mentioned the Royals have lost 9 straight games. They've gone 29 straight games where they've scored 5 runs or less.
Yeah, they've only won 4 games in their last 31 games. They have struggled.
They've only won 2 series, the one in Kansas City against the Twins and then one right before that against the Cardinals. Did he go? No, and now it's a full count.
Good take right there by Herrera, laying off that pitch down and in.
Full count now. Pitch number 28 coming up for Berríos. Fouled back. 86 miles per hour.
Well, you don't want to walk this guy. You're going to have to make him swing the bat right here. No free passes, and that's what Berríos has done a good job of all season long.
Another foul. Herrera, nothing else, is making Berríos shoot a few more bullets here. Couple of 2-strike fouls prolonging matters with 2 down here in the second. And that's punched to left, but foul by about 6 feet. Herrera just kind of flicking the bat around, trying to make contact to stay alive, and he's done a nice job of that. Kansas City, if you were to stack the American League teams, they would be 1 game better than the Baltimore team that was just swept by the Twins. And on a pace to lose well over 100 games. Another 3-2 and another foul ball.
Yeah, minor league numbers for Herrera. In 8 minor league seasons, and that not including this year, a .276 hitter, 130 stolen bases. So he's doesn't have power, but a very pesky hitter right now for Berríos.
Gordon on deck, and another 3-2 to Herrera. Took it up. Nope. Called third strike. Thought it was ball 4. Will Little says it's strike 3 and a couple of perfect innings so far for Berríos.
Great t-shirts throughout the clubhouse, tuxedo style, except this rosy, kind of a bachelorette theme to try to get Eddie Rosario to the All-Star game. Team supporting him. You can too by going to twinsbaseball.com/vote and get those votes in for Eddie Rosario. Bobby Wilson talking about the All-Star. Jose Barrios off the money. Said, I'm 35 years old. I've seen a lot of pitchers. Not many work as hard as Barrios in between starts, even game days on the road, hotel gym, 8 o'clock in the morning. He said, this guy is a workout fiend and it shows on the field. And Irvin Santana, guys, will pitch tomorrow in Chattanooga if things go well in Rochester before the break.
To center, and Herrera covered a lot of ground to catch the rocket off the bat of Kepler. Another well-hit ball for Kepler against a lefty.
Yeah, he was 0-8 against Duffy coming into that at bat, but he has done a good job of average-wise against lefties this year. He hit this ball right on the button, a fastball, but Herrera and his speed caught up to it. Nice running catch by Herrera. Good concentration.
One down, and now Polanco. Yeah, out in the sunshine. Most of the field covered by shadows. Polanco, since his return so far, is 0 for 8 as a right-handed batter, but only one strikeout in there. Last year was equally as good, right-handed, left-handed. Fouled back, took a healthy cut, and fouled it back 0-2.
Polanco's got some pop. 13 home runs last year in 133 games. Hit .256.
Down the middle of strike. Came back with another fastball at the knees. 2 down.
Duffy picking up his 4th strikeout. The first called strikeout. Take a look at the Pizza Ranch for the win, for the Twins win, not the Kansas City Royals win. They need to do exactly what they did in that Baltimore series. Good pitching, quality starts, great defense. We saw some great defense plays in those 4 games. And then timely hitting.
Bobby Wilson got some timely hits, a couple of them in one game. Down and away, ball 1. One advantage the Twins have, and now we're pretty deep into the ball game or into the season here. Twins with a team ERA of 4.33. The Royals with a team ERA of 5.35, worst in the league, and more than a run higher than the Twins' earned run average. So I'd like to think over the course of these 3 games at least, water seeks its own level, and the Twins should have the advantage in the pitching department. 1-1 to Wilson. And now 1-2.
Well, Duffy showing a very good hard breaking ball here tonight. Straight over the top with that 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Then that's exactly what Perez wants. Give me another good breaking ball. Wilson laid off it.
Wilson checked. Haven't seen the.
A lot of fastballs. Again, the slider, to me, it looks like a curveball because it goes straight down, but he calls it a slider about 20% of the time.
We've seen a few curves backed off into the mid-70s, upper 70s. 2-2. And
Nasty.
Wilson strikes out. And strikeout number 5 already for Danny Duffy.
It should be special for him. I think that, a lot of guys don't play to be all-stars. That's just their makeup. They play at a high level all the time, and they get acknowledged when they perform well, and this is a case for him. I wasn't sure which way it was going to go. We knew he was in consideration along with some of our other guys, and he got the nod, so I couldn't be more happy for him.
I don't know whether it's the national assumption. It's mine that Chris Sale will start, and then everybody else will have an inning or so afterwards. So the hope is Barrios will get in there. And an off-speed pitch and a weak swing by Gordon, 1 strike. Just an honor to be there, I can imagine, just to be a part of the ball hit into the corner. Gordon will have a hit. And Grossman plays the carom, and Gordon goes to second with a leadoff double here in the 3rd.
Yeah, first hit for either side. Gordon with his 9th double. There's a fastball pretty much right down the heart of the plate, and Gordon put a good swing on it. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. The location right there.
We'll bring up Escobar.
Trying to go inside. The ball left out over the plate.
Escobar's become kind of a utility player. Had a long consecutive game streak broken yesterday. Back in the lineup at his original position, shortstop. We'll try to get Duffy at least up to third, or Gordon rather, up to third base. It's bunted in the air, and Escobar has it land on the warning track. 1 strike.
Yeah, Ned Yost said that the streak is going to end eventually. He said it about a month ago. He didn't know when to do it, and they did it yesterday. There's Ned Yost. Ned Yost in his 9th season as manager of the Royals. Escobar had a streak of 421 straight starts,
which is a lot. 2.5 seasons worth.
Not if you're Cal Ripken.
No. Escobar is not Cal Ripken. 1 strike. And now on the outside corner.
And Escobar against Barrios, 5 hits and 12 at-bats with a home run.
The ability to strike a batter out when you need to get a strikeout has been one of Barrios' strengths, and this is one such situation.
Wilson sitting down and away.
That's poked to the corner, and that's going to land safely on an 0-2 pitch. Escobar with a double, and the Royals take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, mistake right there by Barrios. When you're heading the count, you want to bury that breaking ball down and away, and he left it up. A good piece of hitting by Escobar, just taking that breaking ball down that right field line. You see that ball? See where it's at. That ball has to be in the dirt. You want your catcher to block that, being Wilson. Instead, it stayed up. Escobar picks up his 20th run batted in on his 12th double.
And now another part of the rebuilding puzzle, at least the Royals hope he is, Adalberto Mondesi, who's a good bunter.
Yep.
And he bunts through strike 1. This is an advantage the Twins have, both when Barrios is on the mound and when Kyle Gibson's on the mound. Very agile, nimble, quick feet. They're pitchers who can field their position well, and that changes how you can defend against the bunt. In that instance, Escobar was pretty much patrolling right around third base, and they were going to leave it to Barrios to field the bunt, wheel and throw to third if possible.
I'm surprised Joe's not in closer on the dirt, because he's going to bunt again.
And Wilson makes the foul ball catch. One away.
So Mondesi does not do his job.
Let's rewind the tape. Take back what we said about him being a good bunter.
He kind of jabbed at it right there. You want to kind of lay it out on that field. Instead, he kind of jabbed at it, created that pop-up. Wilson catching it. Escobar stays at second base.
And now Whit Merrifield get a ground ball to Mauer, who cut it off to his right, turned it into an out. Breaking ball missing low despite Wilson holding it for a while. Merrifield really has evolved into a good hitter and a multi-position player. He's moved around the infield, the outfield quite a bit for the Royals. And some people think that ability will put his name in trade consideration later this month.
29 years old, signed by the Royals back in 2010 out of University of South Carolina. Last year hit .288, led the American League in stolen bases with 34.
Tapper left side. Escobar looks the runner back, throws him out, 2 down. Escobar tiptoed toward third and then put it in reverse and got back to the second base bag.
And no place Escobar at second base could go.
2 down now, and Jorge Bonifacio.
And this is what you want to do as a pitcher too, eliminate the multi-run innings. Keep the damage to a minimum. Already 1 run scored, but Escobar stays at second base. Now there's 2 outs.
Blocked by Wilson. We've seen Wilson do that a lot.
That's where you want the curveball to Escobar right there.
That's the one that you wanted him to throw there, right?
Right. Well, Wilson, one thing about Bobby Wilson, he is an outstanding receiver behind the plate, and I think we know that he's a good game caller also.
But what he does, he kind of hunches forward so that when the ball hits him in the chest, it bounces straight down. On the ground sharply, waist high hop to Dozier. Couple of doubles to start the inning, and the first run of the game goes to Kansas City.
Two shutout innings, 5 strikeouts already. He did give up back-to-back singles to Mauer and Rosario, but he is retired. Everybody else except for the walk to Grossman. And then, even though they scored on a double-double, Barrios did a good job of keeping Escobar at second base.
Joe Mauer to start the third. Single got as far as third base. See Duffy using the David Price type windup where it's almost identical to his pitching from the stretch. And when the Twins got Mauer to third base in the first inning, it's one of those situations where Duffy has to announce to an umpire whether he's pitching from the stretch or the windup.
Right.
It was a balk call by Texas reliever Keone Kela that cost the Rangers a ball game when A.J. Hinch came out and said, hey, did he declare? And he did not, and he didn't stop. And the assumption is you're pitching from the windup unless you declare otherwise. 1-1 to Mauer. Checked his swing, and it's 2-1.
Now, you don't see too many pitchers go over their head anymore. Max Scherzer, one of those that does, but most pitchers start almost like you're in a stretch position. Your idea is to get to the balance point, whatever it takes to get there, and that's what Duffy does. Lifts that right leg up and then pushes off hard toward home plate.
And now 3-1. I understand it as a novice, as somebody who just watches baseball. You eliminate a lot of the movement and a lot of the mechanics, and you simplify the delivery. But I don't know whether that's a good thing or not.
You know, everybody has to find their niche. I think back in the 70s when I pitched, in early 80s, even into the 90s, a lot of guys went over their head, you know, just for more or less for the elasticity of allowing your arm to get through and
make it more of a total body delivery.
Right. Sometimes you can bring that glove up and, you know, hide the ball better.
And Mauer strikes out. And Duffy comes back to strike him out. 6 strikeouts already for Danny Duffy.
Well, again, he has pitched great here at Target Field. 4-0, 2.06 ERA in 6 starts. So again, getting to the balance point, you see his foot on that pitching rubber, driving it as a runner does off a starting block. Really drives toward home plate.
And Rosario takes down and away, ball 1. Rosario fell behind 0-2, took 2 pitches for strikes, and then just stuck the bat out and lined a single to center. Chopped foul. The best way, perhaps, for Rosario to get to the All-Star game is for someone who's already on the team to back away, get hurt, whatever. That's how the A's are feeling Jed Lowry, who should be on the team too, that he'll get on there because Gleyber Torres of the Yankees is on the disabled list, and the Yankees have all but assured everyone that he will not be activated before the All-Star game. So the A's are holding out hope there that Lowry will be added because of injury, and the same could happen for Rosario. 1-1. Outside 2-1.
And the same could happen for Merrifield also.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. You know, you're right, because they're both
second base.
Yeah. And Merrifield should go. And a strike call.
Yeah, Rosario did not like that call.
And both he and Will Little nodded about it. They've agreed to disagree.
Well, fastball away.
Right there.
Yeah. Upper part of the box.
2-2. When asked about Rosario and what he's meant to the team today, Paul Molitor said, you know, one thing that they really like, he likes the big stage. He likes, you know, the big at bats. And we saw that in the wild card game last year. Clubbed a first inning home run, drove in a couple of runs. Whether it's the WBC or we hope the All-Star game, I can see Rosario having a big at bat for the American League squad. Up and in, a swing and a miss, another strikeout.
They took something off that pitch right there. Picks up his 7th strikeout.
And that'll bring up Dozier.
So Duffy already with 7 strikeouts, a season high 10 strikeouts he had against the Oakland A's about 5 starts ago. A career 16 strikeout game he had back in 2016.
Justin Morneau said that backup slider that doesn't really break much, that's the toughest pitch to hit because you see the spin, so you anticipate the break, but it does nothing. It just spins its way up there. 1-0 now to Dozier. Twins had a budding rally in the first inning with a couple of singles, and then Duffy went to work, struck out Dozier, Escobar, and Garver.
You just saw he's using all his pitches. Fastball, curveball, changeup. Got 7 strikeouts with him. But he has to get ahead in the count first. He's done a good job of that.
Twins have back-to-back singles. The Royals have back-to-back doubles. Hence the 1-0 score. cocked his bat. Dozier will take it. A 2-out single, and that'll bring Escobar to the plate. Awful, sickening sound. Escobar went down swinging on a breaking ball in the first inning. And time call.
Oh, Dozier at first base, 5 stolen bases in 8 attempts. Now clubs don't run much against Duffy on the mound. Only 3 stolen bases in 4 attempts.
Fastball and strike 1. Breaking ball and a swing and a miss.
Almost have to come back with it again. And this time Escobar laid off of it. Kind of read what you want to do as a pitcher, and Perez very good at it too. You read the hitter on what they're swinging at, and if they can see the ball a certain way. Right now Duffy has that tight breaking ball that starts about thigh high and then breaks about shin high. Like that, but Escobar stayed off of that one.
2-2. Duffy wanted to get the count confirmed from Will Little and did. Foul back. See Duffy, like David Price, tough to steal on because of that slide step. Although in that instance, that's something that Paul Molitor is watching very carefully. Did he come to a stop? Breaking ball, loop to right, a base hit. Dozier around second. He'll go to third. The Twins putting together a 2-out rally here in the 3rd inning.
Well, like Berríos did to Escobar, he left a breaking ball up, and Escobar, who swung at a couple breaking balls down, he got this one up from Duffy and fought it off and hit it to right field. See the high breaking ball that Escobar just slaps into right field. Good piece of hitting. Twins pick up their 4th hit, all singles.
Grossman drew a walk in the 1st inning. Again, he's the one Twins batter who's had some success against Danny Duffy. Missing inside.
Pitch number 58.
2-0, and Dozier thought about it, and he did not go. But Escobar got a good read and advanced to second. Pitch in the dirt. Normally, Perez gobbles those up, but he wasn't able to catch this one.
Let's take a look at the pitch right here. Just really didn't get in front of that. Just kind of ricocheted off his glove.
I believe that's a pass ball.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of waiting to hear, whether it's a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Hit to the outfield, might score 2. 2-0 to Grossman. And a high strike. Didn't get the fastball, instead got an off-speed pitch at 87. And there's ball 3 with Garver on deck. Three and 1 to Robbie Grossman. Pop popped up right center field. Easy catch for Bonifacio. And that ends the threat. The Twins have left 5 men on. Got 4 hits and a walk against Dumpy, but the Royals have the lead. It's on FS1. Mike Moustakas and the Royals taking on Eddie Rosario and the Twins. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Central on FS1 or stream it live on the Fox Sports app. Tom Verducci will be part of the broadcast team. And Tom, it's an interesting time of year for baseball fans because there's so much talk about the All-Star game and the All-Star teams that were selected, and kind of some puzzling players for the Twins. Not so much Barrios, but in Kansas City, you know, they've got Whit Merrifield, who probably should be going, and Salvador Perez, who, if you hypnotize him, he'd probably say, you know, I really probably shouldn't be going.
That's the irony, right? It's probably his worst offensive
Right.
season. He's going to the All-Star game for a 6th straight time, but the respect of his peers, you know, his peers wanted him there,
Right.
and that, even if he's hitting 213, he's got the respect of his peers. But yeah, always some interesting calls for me. Two of the more interesting non-selections: Blake Snell leading the league in ERA, and Eduardo Escobar. You know, he's not even in the final vote, leading
Right.
the league in extra base hits.
Jed Lowry, another one. I mean, he's having a phenomenal year. Swing and a miss.
Well, we talked about Merrifield. Yeah, he too had
Absolutely.
an outstanding year.
Do you like the rule that each team should be represented?
I haven't been a big fan of it because I think it does squeeze out deserving players. I do think whoever hosts the All-Star game should have a representative.
Fouled away. Meaning the Nationals, but they'll have what
This year would be
yeah,
Washington.
right.
They've got Bryce Harper there, and maybe Trey Turner if he gets voted in, and Sean Doolittle. But yeah,
Well, Max Scherzer also.
Scherzer, another guy, has been there 6 straight years exactly. So yeah, I would like to see the best players get to the game.
And that brushed his forearm. And Barrios, who gave up an 0-2 double to Escobar, now hits Moustakas with a 1-2 pitch.
Yeah, just trying to go fastball in, and Moustakas getting maybe hit on the sleeve. Let's see, 8th hit batsman for Barrios on the season. Yeah, okay.
Yep, got him on the forearm.
That didn't hurt. Jeez.
Well, if you're going to get hit, that's the way to get hit.
Salvador Perez, as we mentioned, really struggling at the plate, hitting just .212. There's a ball whacked to left, deep to left. Rosario back at the fence, can't make the play. Playing the carom is Kepler, and he'll fire to the shortstop. And Perez is in with a double, now 2nd and 3rd, and nobody out.
Yeah, I'm surprised right there Kepler didn't get that ball and throw it right to second base rather than the cutoff man. Didn't look like he had anything on it because Perez could not run that well.
I'm with you, Bert. You talk about infielders have to know who's running. It's the same with outfielders, and I think he did have a play in order at second base.
Well, you see the play in the carom. There's Kepler right there, but then he turns around and kind of just throws it easy to Polanco. And I think if he had thrown right to second, might have been closer at second base, but instead it's a double for Perez. All 3 hits off of Barrios so far, doubles.
Lucas Duda will bat. Second and third, nobody out. I think it was Justin Verlander came out yesterday, Tom, and said, you know, the players should delay their vote. The players had to turn in their ballots by what, June 20th, something like that?
I think he made a great point. You know, he said in this day and age, why can't we just punch in our ballots on a, electronically instead of, literally writing it out on a piece of paper a month before the game is played.
One strike to Duda. And now a foul ball.
Have you guys seen the Twins employ the 4-man outfield before?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that was
a few times.
That almost qualified his first time up. Of course, there's runners on in this scenario as a 6-man outfielder because the second baseman and the shortstop were also on the grass.
They did it to Eric Thames in Milwaukee in the last road trip. Logan Morrison has had it done to him. 2 strikes. Barrios needs a strikeout. And he got it. Another high strike called by Will Little, 1 away.
And strikeout number 4 for Jose.
What's your view about the shifting? I mean, it's obviously changed the game. And there's some sentiment out there, hopefully not in the majority, but some sentiment that some shifts should be outlawed. And I don't understand why you would punish a defensive team for doing its due diligence and finding out, hey, this guy didn't hit the ball over there. Why do we need to put a player there?
Yeah, Ned Yost is airing it out right there on that high fastball called to Duda.
And Ned Yost is about to be excused. Well, he is.
That's it. You knew that was coming.
Herrera was called out on a similar pitch to wrap up the second inning.
Yeah, Will Little has been consistent calling that pitch up tonight. That one was maybe a little bit higher than some others, but he's been calling a high strike. It's about a month of frustration right there, not just the strike zone.
Ted Barrett gets in between, and that usually puts an end to most things.
I'll take a look and see what the box says. Yep, above the box.
Remember Eddie Rosario in his at bat in the third inning kind of flexed when he had a high strike called as well. So Ned Yost will be done for the night, and with 1 out now, Herrera will hit, and the Twins had the infield in, but now they're backing up. Herrera had a long at bat, finally struck out on a high fastball in the second. Are you in favor of banning shifts?
Well, I'll tell you this, not quite an outright ban, but I think we have reached the point where we have to do something, and I'm beginning to think that there's some merit in idea that baseball is considering that infielders would have to have 1 foot on the dirt at all times. So you could shift, but you couldn't have that flex shift where we have guys playing that super rover position, the softball position in the short right field, because it has harmed left-handed hitters.
That's a heck of a stop by Escobar. Threw him out. A hot 2-hop smash off the bat of Herrera. And Escobar turned in a fine play.
Oh, this ball was almost by him. Herrera hits it the other way. Escobar just going to his right makes a great play. That saved one run, maybe 2. Picks up the runner at third, being Moustakas, gets the out at first.
Second and third, 2 down. And now Alex Gordon, who doubled and scored in the third inning. We were just talking before you got up here, Tom, about how I appreciated what I saw from Manny Machado in the Baltimore series. And we've seen Manny use the whole field, but what we saw is a hitter who had a 2-strike approach. When he got 2 strikes, he really toned down his swing and just concentrated on hitting the ball up the middle, putting the barrel on it. He got about a half-dozen hits because of it. Tap to the right side.
Oh, good. Good defense.
Tom, we'll be watching tomorrow night.
All right,
we appreciate the visit.
guys.
You got it.
Have fun, Tommy.
All right.
By Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in the Twin Cities. By Grant Casino, the best stories start here. And by Wisconsin Dells, the water park capital of the world. 1-0 Kansas City, but it could have been worse. Twins have had some chances to score too, but Danny Duffy's left 5 men on through 3 innings.
Let's hope that we look back at that play at Escobar, kind of a game saver. Hopefully the Twins can come back and take the lead here.
Garver takes low, ball 1. He struck out, leaving the bases full in the first. Popped up near first. Duda gives way to Merrifield. 1 away. And that'll bring up Max Kepler. Kepler hit the ball the hardest of any Twins batter so far. He lined out to right center field. Caught a fastball flush, but made it out.
That's where Herrera ran it down in right center.
There's another high strike call. 1 strike to Kepler. And Perez digs it out of the dirt.
Yeah, you said mention that high strike. Ned Yost getting tossed for the 43rd time in his career. First time this year.
Dale Swain, the acting manager. Chop foul, 1-2. Kepler in center field. The Twins are looking forward to the day when Byron Buxton is back out there. And I asked Paul Molitor today about Buxton's workout schedule now that AAA baseball is in the All-Star break. And they said there was, or Paul said there was some consideration of sending Buxton to Chattanooga so he could continue to get some game action, but they are going to let Buxton spend 3 days working out with Chad Allen, the hitting coach at AAA. And oh my, where was that? That looked like that had the corner, but it's a 3-2 count.
Well, look where Perez jumps outside.
Oh,
the ball outside.
Replay presented by G. Full count to Kepler. There's another liner, and this will land in front of Herrera. Boy, Kepler continues to sting the ball against lefties.
Kepler picking up his first hit, 5th for the Twins, all singles.
We'll bring up Polanco.
Well, fastball again. Kepler hitting it sharply into center field.
Anyway, the Twins decided to let Buxton stay in Rochester and just work out on his hitting mechanics and get a little bit of break, a break from game action. Down and in, ball 1 to Polanco. Polanco called out on strikes his first time up. Fouled that right off the end of the bat. Straight back. Fooled on the off-speed pitch. 1-1. Buxton did get 3 hits in the ball game last night. Double and 2 singles. 1-1 to the Twins shortstop. Ball and a strike.
Good breaking ball there. Adding adding and subtracting. Bigger, slower breaking ball.
1-2 to Polanco. That's hit hard to center. And that'll carry all the way out to Herrera. So the Twins have hit some bullets up the middle, and Herrera's caught 2 of them.
Yeah, Herrera kind of had to put the brakes on right there. I think he thought that had a little more topspin, but instead it was line drive right to him. Watch Herrera come in right here. He's thinking maybe that ball's going to land in front of him, and then he slipped a little bit. And look back. Luckily able to stay on his feet and make the catch.
There's some new sod out there with the concert. Eagles and Jimmy Buffett out there a little over a week ago. Here's Bobby Wilson and a little delay here. We see Wilson do that a lot. Off-speed pitch out in front, hit it hard, pulled it foul, but cracked his bat in the process. Royals on a pace to win just 45 games this year. Hoping for a much better second half. Tonight, hoping to end a 9-game losing streak. Miss 0-2.
Good changeup right there.
Two strikes to the Twins catcher. High fastball got him. And so the Twins hit a couple of line drives in the inning, got 1 hit, left him aboard. We go to the 5th, 1-0 Kansas City. Pepsi fans of the game enjoying a beautiful summer night here at Target Field, hoping the Twins can come back and win this ball game and match their longest winning streak of the year, 5 games. Danny Duffy's been good when he's gotten in trouble. He's made some big pitches. And Alcides Escobar drove in the only run of the game with a 3rd inning double. He will lead off the 5th for Kansas City. Outside, ball 1. Two and 0. Twins trying to pick up win number 40. Fouled back.
Well, when Orioles were, when Baltimore was here, Adam Jones was up, and I mentioned, he doesn't walk much, and that's the same as Escobar right here. 17 walks and 310 at bats. He's up there swinging the bat. Escobar in his 8th season with the Royals. He's the 11th major league season out of Venezuela.
Of course, he was with the Royals when they went to one World Series, won the next one. Moustakas was a part of it, but Hosmer's gone. Kane's gone. Perez is still here. The bullpen now is gone. That incredible 2015 team. Now 3-2.
Well, he is kind of like Moustakas over the winter, a free agent. Really didn't get a lot of offers. He re-signed with the Royals, a 1-year contract. Escobar made the All-Star team back in 2015 with the Royals. Also won a Gold Glove that year.
Tapper to short, and Polanco has an easy play. One down. That'll bring up Mondesi. Monday, July 30th is College of St. Benedict and St. John's University night at Target Field. A limited number of St. Ben's and St. John's theme night ticket packages are available that include a game ticket and white and red Twins cap. You can learn more at twinsbaseball.com/CSBSJU or call 800-33-TWINS. One down in the 5th. Here's Mondesi. Strike one. Mondesi, after a pair of doubles started the 3rd inning, tried to drop down a bunt, and instead he popped it up, caught by Wilson. 2 strikes. Best case scenario for the Royals beyond winning more games in the second half is getting a clearer picture as to what they have in Mondesi. Need to try to get Soler back and see what he can do if he gets 400 at bats. Chesler, Cuthbert, another one, because they need to figure out whether some of these players like Mondesi are going to be part of the solution. Swing and a miss. 2 down. And that'll bring up Merrifield.
And strikeout number 5 for Barrios. Yeah, Mondesi in his 3rd season with the Royals, he's been up and down so many times, and I think now, hey, see if he can hit up here. Of course, his father hit up the major leagues for 13 major league seasons, 7 major league teams.
Merrifield with a couple of ground outs. And over for a strike.
He missed with a breaking ball, came right back with the second one over the plate.
One thing has improved, and maybe it's just another result of having better confidence. A line drive single to center. But Barrios's time between pitches is much less than it used to be. He's much more purposeful out there. Gets the ball and gets ready to throw the next pitch.
And if you're a defensive player, you love playing behind a guy like Barrios. It doesn't take a lot of time between pitches.
A 2-out single for Merrifield, and now Bonifacio will bat.
And throws strikes. No walk so far here tonight for Barrios. 5 strikeouts. That was the 4th hit. First single. 3 doubles prior to that.
Very close. And Tom Woodring says safe. Paul Molitor is going to take a quick look at it, or have the video people take a quick look at it.
Yeah, Merrifield, good speed, diving back in the right hand. Yeah, it looked like it got back on the bag before Joe could touch his elbow. 16 stolen bases in 21 attempts for Merrifield. Breaking ball missing inside. This is a situation where you might have seen
a pitch out not that long ago. They have become so less frequent. We've seen the Twins pitch out just a couple of times this year. And Paul Molitor again told me weeks ago that there's kind of a modified pitch out where it's just a fastball off the plate, but yet gives the catcher a pretty clean look at the runner and a clean catch and throw opportunity to second base. And you might get a swing and miss on it.
Yeah, what Berrios is doing with the fast runner at first base, holding it a little bit longer, changing his time that he holds that ball to get it toward home plate.
And you saw Derek Shelton, the bench coach, giving signs to Wilson as to what to do, if anything, out of the ordinary here. And a step off. And Wilson looks in again. Beautiful night here in Minneapolis. Opening game of a 3-game series, and the homestand ends with 4 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Blocked in the dirt again by Wilson.
Merrifield on first base. There have been 4 stolen bases against Berrios in 5 attempts. We'll keep them close. 2 outs, get the hitter.
Fouled away, and it's 2-2. Good stolen base percentage. Merrifield looking across. Third base coach Mike Jerschley. You would think he would go here if Berrios gives him any opportunity. Short lead. And he's not going. And the pitch is up.
I bet he goes now.
Probably go now. You're right. Moustakas on deck. There's a runner. The pitch grounded left side, and it'll leak through. Merrifield around second. He'll go to third, and Rosario flips it to second base. So the Royals aren't done, and now they've got their slugger coming up with runners on the corners.
Bonifacio picking up his first hit on a 3-2 fastball down. Finds that hole between third and short. And Merrifield off with the crack of the bat. Scoots over to third.
Moustakas struck out to end the first, started the fourth, and got brushed by a 1-2 pitch and got as far as third base. Very dangerous man at the plate. Wicked liner. Ooh, nice play by him. You can't call him a ball boy. If you got a beard like that, you're a ball man.
Not bad for 14 years old. Could grow that.
No. One strike to Moustakas. Took the breaking ball. Check swing 1-1.
Well, you can kind of see how the Twins want to pitch him. Everything has been inside. He got hit in his last at bat with a fastball inside. First 2 breaking balls down and in, or inner half of the plate. First one left up a bit. Fastball in. Wilson sitting inside.
Took a pitch up. Little game being played between Merrifield, the runner at third, and Escobar, the third baseman. Every time Escobar shifts more toward the middle of the left side of the infield, Merrifield lengthens his lead. That's what you're supposed to do. And Merrifield, by the time Barrios delivers the pitch, is only 60 feet from home plate. And now outside, 3-1. Perez on deck.
Yeah, the pitch count at 81, 24 so far here in the 5th inning. The other 4 innings, good numbers.
Dangerous pitch to a dangerous hitter. Took a strike, 3-2, another off-speed pitch.
Good breaking ball right there in a fastball count.
Runner at first will go. Mauer will play behind him.
Let's see what Wilson wants right here. Fastball in again. Breaking ball. Let's go. Fastball in. Get it in there.
Foul back. It's to our left. See, now Rex Hudler, who does the analysis for the Kansas City Network, he was in fielding position. He was ready.
He was under the table.
He stood up, was ready to reach out, make a play. I just want to see
He's
that.
already got a ball.
Working with Steve Physiak, 3-2.
Hook him.
Got him with a breaking ball.
Good hard breaking ball there.
The Royals have the only run, but Barrios has pitched out of jams in innings 3, 4, and 5.
Jesus Aguilar, 23rd home run of the year, leads the National League. At the time, the Brewers were up 2-0. They're now down 3-2. They still lead the Central by a game and a half over the Cubs, and they've teamed up with the Twins. Hashtag border ballot to get your votes in. We believe in Jesus. And, of course, we've got Eddie Rosario. We accept the Rosie, guys.
Yeah, the Twins would love to see both Rosario and Barrios in the All-Star game. Aguilar belongs certainly for the Brewers. Here's Bauer leading off the 5th for the Twins, and he takes a fastball, strike 1. Twins have 5 hits. They've all been singles, and Duffy's added 1 walk to the mix.
Yeah, 8 strikeouts for Danny Duffy in the ball game. Got Bauer in the 3rd inning. Perez sitting away, down and away.
1-1.
Duffy making his 149th major league start, 177th game. Some relieving, 49 wins.
Inside.
51 losses, ERA under 4. Has one complete game in his career. And you can see he has enjoyed pitching here at Target Field again. In 6 starts, 8 games, 2.06 ERA.
And a fastball for a strike. 2-2. Twins coming off a 4-game sweep of the Orioles. Looked like they might never win another game, and they beat the Yankees. And the first of a doubleheader, 5-4. 2-2 to Mauer. Full count, Rosario on deck.
And Duffy has one walk in the ball game. That was Grossman in the first inning. See what Perez wants right here. Fastball away.
Pulled to the right side. Easy play for Duda. To the bag, 1 away. That'll bring up Rosario. The 2018 Camping World MLB All-Star Final vote ends Wednesday at 3 p.m. Central, and Eddie Rosario needs your help. Vote Rosario at twinsbaseball.com/vote. To ensure he joins Jose Barrios at this year's MLB All-Star Game. And just for voting, you'll receive the opportunity to purchase up to 8 $5 ballpark access tickets to the Twins game Sunday, July 15th. Offer valid while supplies last. That's the last game before the All-Star break. The All-Star game presented by MasterCard. Airs live July 17th only on Fox.
Oh, Perry Castellano missed that ball.
He's a strength and conditioning coach. He doesn't know how to follow a bouncing ball.
He knocked it down. Tony Leo right there, seeing if he's okay. Watch Perry right here. Rich. Oh, oh.
Clang. Back to strike.
Yeah, wouldn't it be cool if Rosario went, Barrios go, both guys from Puerto Rico after what happened, over the winter? I'm pulling for Eddie.
I just think he belongs there. He, to me, is everything that an all-star should be in terms of his value to the team, ranking in the major statistical categories. 0-2. Another tapper to Duda. 2 down. And that'll bring up Dozier.
I know you asked Tom earlier, if he thinks that every team should be represented. I think they should be represented.
And I do too. And we've talked about this. I felt that way when the Twins were good and had 6 representatives. I still think every team should be represented, especially if you want the game to be relevant on TV in different markets. I know as a fan, I'll be watching. Well, I'll watch the whole game, but other Twins fans will watch when Barrios is in because they want to see him do well.
Exactly.
2 down here in the 5th. Duffy's had 1 1-2-3 inning. That was back in the 2nd. Ball 1.
Duffy's slipping a little bit, trying to repair that area that he lands on.
And Perez is looking to Will Little, looking at the dugout, say, hey, should I run out there and check on him? And Duffy says, no, I'm fine.
He just lost his footing a little bit.
He's such a great athlete, as pitchers typically are. 2-0. You've conditioned me. You've won me over after 23 years.
Oh, you're easy.
2-0.
Make a mistake right here.
3-0. Escobar will bat next, hopefully later this inning.
Yeah, Duffy again has given up 19 home runs this year, 18 to right-handed hitters. Only one left-hander has taken him deep, and that was Chris Davis of the Baltimore Orioles.
Dozier with a broken bat, single his last time up. 3-0 count. And a 4-pitch walk puts him aboard.
Second walk for Duffy. That pitch count mounting for Danny Duffy at 89 right now.
Tonight's Coors Banquet Timeless Moment. Back on September 2nd, 2017. The Twins beat the Royals 17-0, the largest shutout in Twins history. And Eduardo Escobar had 6 runs batted in. The Twins would like to get one here off his bat to get the game tied up. And my son, who had an off day today, Colorado Springs Sky Sox have the All-Star break off. He went to the Coors Brewery in Golden, Colorado today and took the tour.
And he'll come out of it tomorrow?
No, he's already home. Probably watching the telecast, actually. Up and away, ball.
Well, if he is, Eric, go slowly, young man.
5 straight out of the zone by Danny Duffy. Ned Yost's son is a coach on the Colorado Springs team. One and 0 to Escobar. Liner to center, and it's down for a hit, and Dozier's going to round second and go to third. And again, with 2 outs, the Twins posing a threat. They did this in the third, but were unable to finish the scoring threat off. Now they'll send Grossman to the plate with runners at first and third.
Yeah, in the third inning, looked like Escobar got a breaking ball that he hit the right field. This one looked like a fastball that he lined right back up the middle, hit softly. Take a look at the pitch. Fastball at 94. And Escobar picks up his second hit.
6 hits for the Twins. They've all been singles. 2 walks mixed in there as well. The Twins have the tying run 90 feet away. Grossman's walked and hit a fly ball to right. Inside, nearly hit him, ball 1. Tapper left side, right to Escobar. And he throws him out. Another threat wasted. And it's still 1-0 Kansas City. Only in Minnesota will you find Lanesboro in the heart of bluff country. Enjoy a lazy float down the Root River, lovely bike ride along the paved state trail, or cast your line in one of the region's best trout fishing destinations. Find your perfect getaway at exploreminnesota.com and share your favorites with hashtag #OnlyInMN. Now, getting to Lanesboro is pretty simple, actually. You just go to Rochester and you keep going on Highway 52 until you get to Fountain, and then you take a left. You go east. Fountain, Minnesota.
And go east.
And then you'll get right to Lanesboro.
So it'd be a left then.
No, you're going south. in east. So you go to Fountain.
Right.
And you take a left.
That's what I said. You make a left at Fountain.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's Salvador Perez. Perez doubled his last time up. The Royals had runners at second and third. Nobody out in the fourth, but didn't score. Barrios approaching 90 pitches. Tap foul, 2-1. You ever been fly fishing?
Yes, one time with Bob McClure, actually.
Really?
We were teammates with the Angels.
You catch anything?
No, nothing. That branch behind the tree behind me.
High fly center field. Kepler still on the grass. The catch, 1 away.
I guess you have.
Yeah, in fact, a long time ago, I used to tie my own flies, and would catch some fish. And of all places, we had a connection outside of Cleveland when we'd have a day game on a weekend. A bunch of Kent Herbeck, Eddie Guardado, we would go out and go fly fishing out by Chagrin Falls.
Okay.
And
I know exactly where that is.
Really?
I spent 5 years in Cleveland. Yeah. Yeah, Bob McClure and I, we were at an off day in Boston, and we went about an hour away.
I can't picture you with a vest on.
Oh, we did it offshore. We didn't do
Okay.
We didn't go in the water. It's cold.
Side 1-1.
It might get wet.
Duda facing the shift again. Entire left side of the infield's open, and 4 outfielders spread way out there. Fouled back, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Duda in his first season with the Royals, 9th major league season, came up with the Mets last year with the Mets and the Rays. Hit 30 home runs last year. Teammates of Morrison, Odorizzi.
Breaking ball missing. 6 strikeouts for Barrios so far. I'd like to make quick work of the Royals here in the 6th. Maybe get sent out for the 7th.
Change
There's
up.
a change up there that paralyzed Duda. 2 down.
Duda striking out for the 2nd time, and strikeout number 7. No walks for Barrios. Going about 70% strikes. Good changeup right there, and Duda way out front. With that little dip even on that changeup.
Herrera doesn't have much to show for it, but he's had a couple of good at bats here tonight. Had a long battle with Barrios before taking a called 3rd strike in the 2nd. Then he hit a 2-hop smash. It looked like it was going to drive in a couple of runs, but Escobar picked it off and turned it into what might be the biggest out of the ball game. And now fouled away, 1-1. Barrios is scheduled to pitch again on Saturday. Sometimes pitchers who pitch on Sunday have some options. They might go but not pitch in the game, but I would think that Barrios pitching on Saturday would allow him to actually get on the field and pitch an inning in the All-Star
Yeah, that's
game.
usually, you know, with Sunday and Monday, that Tuesday would be your throw day on the side.
On the ground, and now Dozier knocks it down and spins his wheels trying to recover, and Herrera has a 2-out single.
Well, the speedster on first base. 130 minor league stolen bases for Herrera. He has 1 with the Royals in 4 attempts, so keep an eye on him at first base.
Dozier slipping, trying to get up, and it might have, the slip
right there
might have kept him from making a throw had he caught the ball. 2-out single, and now Alex Gordon, a double and a ground ball to first.
and a throw over right away.
On the outside corner, a strike.
Yeah, good slow breaking ball. Gordon in his 12th season with the Royals. 3-time All-Star, 5-time Gold Glove winner.
Hard time driving in runs this year, just 15 on the year. June and July have been pretty dry for him in the run batted in department. Ryan Presley getting loose. Pitch number 100 coming up for Berríos. Got him. Picked him off. Herrera tagged on the shoulder blades before the hand hit the base, according to Tom Woodring. And we'll see if the Royals challenge it.
I see Herrera get back and a throw right there.
I think he's safe.
He is safe.
I think the Royals will challenge it and will get the call overturned. Ted Barrett will come in along with the umpire who made the call, and they will review it. That's the protocol. Tom Woodring, the first base umpire, has to hear that he made the right call or the wrong call, and then the crew chief there just to confirm it.
That's why it's so important for base stealers or base runners when they do dive back to use the outfield side of that bag and watch the right hand.
It's hard to tell from that angle because his hand stopped moving, but we don't know exactly when it touched the base. So they hope to have, I hope they have a better angle in New York.
Yeah, again, you know, when runners do dive back like that, their hand, they almost go back with their palm, and then the fingers go up. No matter if the fingers touch the bag or not. A lot of guys don't go back in with their fingers straight and maybe jam a finger. I see a lot of potential base stealers have that oven glove that they put on that they can dive straight back into.
Right. Rios allowed to fire a couple of pitches to stay warm. Again, this angle, I don't, because the hand is blocked behind Joe's right spikes.
Yep, I think he's safe. That's just my opinion.
Still waiting word from New York. Next year we go to New York twice, once for the Yankees, once for the Mets. And I want to go to Chelsea and see the replay center. Out is confirmed.
Wow. Well, for Berríos, his first pickup of the year and his second career pickup.
Bottom of the sixth and a 1-0 game.
military by sharing a photo or video with hashtag #HatsOffForHeroes. For each post, T-Mobile will donate $1 to support veterans.
1-0 Kansas City. They got a couple of doubles quickly to start the third inning, and that's the only run of the game so far. Mitch Garver will lead off the sixth against Danny Duffy, and we've seen Berríos and his pitch count climb. And Duffy starting the inning with 93. He delivers strike one.
Both starters have pitched outstanding here tonight. Berríos with 7 strikeouts, Duffy with 8. Duffy has walked a couple of batters, where Berríos has not walked anybody.
For a long time, of course, when the Royals had a 1-run lead after 6, the game was all but over. Those days are no longer the case. The Royals have a rebuilt bullpen. 1-1 to Garver. 2-1.
Well, Duffy's high in innings pitched in a ball game, 113, and that was against the Texas Rangers in Texas back in May.
Three and one. Kepler on deck. No activity in the Kansas City pen. Kepler's hit the ball hard twice against Duffy tonight. Three and one to the leadoff man. And Garver flips it foul. Garver, the designated hitter for the Twins. Bench players are Astudillo, Cave, and Morrison. Foul back. Into the press box, right over Mitch Hested's right shoulder again.
It is a popular place on this home.
Yeah, it's like a bullseye's over there. Yeah. Chip Scoggins of the Star Tribune trying to find a worthy fan. 3-2 to Mitch Garver. Popped up.
No foul.
And Duda for a look, but it's out of play. Intended all along for it to be a developmental year for Mitch Garver, both behind the plate and at the plate. And it's turned out to be that, even though he might have had a few more starts than expected with Jason Castro's knee injury. Another 3-2 to Garver. Off speed pitch, got him, one away.
Good pitch right there. Strikeout number 9.
Second time that Garver's gone down on strikes. Are you game for a little excitement? Head to foxsportsnorth.com to submit a photo and message for the opportunity to be featured in the Minnesota Lottery Winners Circle during our broadcast and receive $100 in scratch tickets. With the Minnesota Lottery, every day is game day. Here's Kepler, who lined out to center and then lined a single to center in his second at bat.
Both on fastballs, and Duffy starts them off with that breaking ball.
Just off the plate.
Another breaking ball.
Tap to the right side. Merrifield to Duda, 2 down.
Yeah, 3 straight breaking balls get the ground ball out. So didn't want to make a mistake right there to Kepler with that fastball that Kepler had a couple of good swings on. Tim Hill, submarine left-hander, getting loose.
Polanco called out on strikes in the second, line to center in the fourth. Ball one. gorgeous night. The humidity seems to be dropping with every inning here tonight. Popped up, backing out of play. One and one. Two and one.
Polanco looking for his first hit as a right-handed hitter. 0 for 10 so far. It'd be a good place to get it right here.
Took an off-speed pitch for another strike. 2-2.
Duffy's been on here tonight, especially that breaking ball.
And his last start a little misleading. He gave up 6 earned runs, but 4 was on, 4 runs came in on one swing of the bat in the 6th inning.
He's had good control of the fastball too. 9 strikeouts, a couple walks.
2-2 to Polanco. Backhanded nicely by Escobar. And out at first. Jeff Smith extends his left arm saying, hold on. Twins will use their challenge here in the 6th inning, I'm guessing.
Bang bang play at first base.
Nope. I don't think they'll, although there's very little to lose here in the 6th inning, it looked like he was out. Paul Molitor says let's play on. A 1-2-3-6, and it's still 1-0 Kansas City.
I gotta love those pitchers. Joe Barrios, 6 innings, only gave up 1 run, and that was a back-to-back doubles in the 3rd inning. Escobar with the RBI double. Barrios with 7 strikeouts in a ball game. There's that double that scored Gordon right there by Escobar. But Danny Duffy has been outstanding. 6 innings, 6 hits, all of them singles off the Twins' bats. A couple walks, 9 strikeouts for Danny Duffy.
Alex Gordon was at the plate when Herrera was picked off, so he's got a fresh count. He takes strike 1.
Pitch number 100 for Barrios. Danny Duffy getting handshakes. Bill Swain, the acting manager right now. Ned Yost ended up getting ejected. Good job by Danny Duffy again. Another outstanding start here at Target Field.
When you have command of 3 good pitches, as he did here tonight, you can put up a lot of zeros. He would have had a good outing against some really good teams here, the way he was commanding his stuff. When he did get into trouble, he was able to get out of it. 2 strikes to Gordon, and now a foul back. You mentioned that Gordon's signed a long term contract to 2021, and the hope is by then the Royals will be in much better shape on the field than they are right now. Duffy signed to 2021. 2 strikes and a high fastball gets Gordon one away.
Yeah, Gordon signed until 2020. That's actually mutual option for 2020, so he's going to be part of the Royals. But a strikeout of Gordon, and it's strikeout number 8.
Duke and Presley either appears ready to come in, but Barrios would like to finish the 7th. Maybe his team can get him some runs, and he can pick up a win here tonight. Be his 9th of the year. Swing and a miss by Escobar. So far this year, the Twins have done well within the division. 30 time call. They played 30 games. They won 17 of them. The disappointing series that have come along include the one in Kansas City when the Royals took 2 out of 3. But they've handled the Indians well. Seven and 5 against the White Sox. The only team that the Twins have a losing record against within the division is Kansas City.
Yeah, Barrios airing it out right here. He's going to try to finish this strong.
Liner to center.
Yeah, right.
Kepler with the catch out number 2.
You know, in today's game, when you know you're at that 100 pitch count and you're going out there, you had 99 coming in, you know that this is probably it. So Barrios going right after him. 71 strikes, 35 balls. Outstanding, 67%. No walks again, 8 strikeouts.
Side.
Change up right there, just missing. Good breaking ball there, down and underneath the swing of Mondesi. Watch this hard breaking ball right there. Nasty pitch.
Replay presented by Carrier. 1 and 2 to Mondesi. 2 and 2. Tapper right side. Mauer goes to the ground ball. Barrios to the bag. 7 impressive innings for the newly minted All-Star. But the Twins still trail 1-0. Save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. Catch the FIFA World Cup semifinals on Fox. Pogba and teen sensation Mbappe lead France against Eden Hazard and Belgium. Coverage begins tomorrow at noon Central on Fox, or stream it live on the Fox Sports app. Bobby Wilson will lead things off for the Twins here in the 7th, with Barrios giving the Twins 7 very strong innings.
Outstanding start by Barrios, a season high 111 pitches thrown, 74 strikes, 18 of 27 first pitch strikes. Now the bullpen of the Kansas City Royals, a lot of new faces in his rookie season. This is Tim Hill, 28 years old.
Wilson, Mauer, and Rosario will hit in the 7th. There's ball 1.
Hill making his 37th relief appearance. 25 innings pitched, 25 hits allowed, 11 walks, 26 strikeouts. Allowed only 2 home runs.
2-0. First thing you look at least first thing I look at, walks, and they're reasonable. 11 in 25 innings. That's not bad for a guy getting his feet wet up here.
26 strikeouts, so averaging a strikeout an inning.
See what Wilson gets on 2-0. And a strike, 2-1.
Fastball at 91. Also a slider from down underneath and a changeup. Hill signed by the Royals back in 2014.
And another strike, 2-2. Let's have some speed on the bases. Let's imagine a world where Wilson gets on. Whether the Twins would consider pinch hitting for the catcher if he can get on as a leadoff man. See if it happens. 3-2. That's flared down the line, foul. And the bench players are Astudillo. He's not a pinch running candidate, but Cave is. Risk you'd run is then you got to either put Garver behind the plate, who's caught a lot, but he's your designated hitter, or put Astudillo behind the plate, and he hasn't caught in 2 weeks. 3-2 to Wilson, and a drive to left center field. Gordon chasing it. He won't get there. One hops the wall, and Wilson digs for second, and he is in with a head first slide.
Now we saw Bobby Wilson get some big hits in that series against the Baltimore Orioles here. The leading lady here in the 7th inning got a fastball at 92 and drove it over the head of Gordon into left center field. One hopping the fence. And for Wilson, his 6th double of the year as he slides safely into second. First extra base hit for the Twins.
Now the top of the order. Mauer, Rosario, Dozier. And here comes Wilson out of the game.
Jake Cave will pinch run for him.
And who catches the balance of the game might depend on what happens here this inning. If the Twins score 1 or if they score 2, that might change the answer. Whether it would be Garver or Astudillo. 1 strike to Mauer. Pick off to second. Cave is back.
And Perez, outstanding receiver behind the plate. He likes to show off his strong arm.
That's the way it's supposed to work, though. I mean, Cave took a good secondary lead, but didn't get ahead of himself. And I'm sure he and everyone else told that, watch out, Perez loves to throw to the bases. 1-1 to Mauer. 2-1. Pitcher and shortstop comparing notes. Liner to right, a base hit. Cave to third. He's going to be held, and Bonifacio's throw gets there quickly on one hop. First and third, no one out.
Yeah, it looked like Hill left a breaking ball up, and Joe got the job done by advancing the runner with a base hit. So runners at first and third, nobody out. A little spinner right there, and Joe hits it softly into right. Mauer picking up his second hit.
But you're right, that was a hook swing by Mauer. He was trying to pull the ball and lobbed it into right for a single. Cave and did what you're supposed to do, ran hard to third base, and then it was stopped by the coach. Meeting on the mound. First mound visit for the Royals.
That's not by the pitching coach or the manager. It's Perez and his infielders talking to Hill.
And now Rosario, a single, a strikeout, and a grounder to first. Middle infield playing back. They'll try to get a double play and concede the run. Cave's job here, of course, is to sprint home on a ground ball. If it's past the mound, if the contact play is on. One strike. Oh my. A wicked liner headed right at Dale Swaim, and thankfully he was protected by the screen.
Tell you what, baseball does a good job when they put those screens in front of the dugouts. All these fields are so close to the playing field, the dugouts are.
Now Rosario behind in the count, 0-2. Well, of course, trying to get a strikeout. Dozier on deck. Which is high. McCarthy getting loose. Might be Hill's last man. And that hit Rosario, but in the box. So it's a foul ball. You don't see that very often. The ball landed in front of fair territory and then hit the batter while he was still in the box.
And that ball looked like it was about a foot outside too. Rosario just kind of reached out. He's trying to keep the at-bat alive by fouling it off, and look where this pitch is. Rosario in the box as he got hit by the ball.
Trying to battle with a 1-2 count.
Rosario leading the Twins with 53 runs batted in. I'd like to add to that total.
Stadillo with his helmet on backwards, hydrating.
Wilson going over, maybe a little game plan.
Outside. And it may depend on what happens. If the Twins score 4 runs, they may give up the DH for the balance of the game and go with the more experienced catcher. Two and 2 to Rosario.
He's fouling off nasty pitches to keep the at bat alive.
3 2-strike fouls in this battle.
Pitch number 8 coming toward Rosario. And again, the more pitches you have to throw to one batter, you're going to make a mistake. See if Hill can do that.
was a pitch looked like Eddie could have handled, and it flipped foul over the Kansas City dugout. Everything else has been about a foot outside. That was a foot up. He can handle that.
Yeah, he can hit it. The one right by his ear.
Another 2-2. Contact coming home. Cave will score, and the game is tied.
Wow, Jake Cave got a great read, great jump right there. Moustakas had only one play, and that was to get Rosario at first. Joe Mauer advances to second. So Rosario ties the game with his 54th run batted in. And a great read by Jake Cave.
And the move paid off.
Watch Cave sneak in. Once that ball was put into play, Moustakas comes in, got no chance. Get the out at first.
Twins have tied it up, now looking for the lead with Dozier coming to the plate. Dale Swain will make a pitching change. Twins get it tied up as soon as the game gets to the Kansas City bullpen. Looking for a convenient ticket package that fits the demands of your busy schedule? The Flex Plan gives you a bank of 20 tickets to use during the season any way you choose. Go to 10 games with a friend, 20 by yourself, 1 with 19 friends. Any combo will work. The Flex Plan gives you the flexibility to choose only the games you wish to attend, all the way up until the first pitch. Learn more at twinsbaseball.com/flex.
Well, 26-year-old Kevin McCarthy coming into the ball game, making his 34th relief appearance. 37 in the third innings, 30 hits allowed. He's allowed 3 home runs, 14 walks, 2 intentional, 24 strikeouts. Opponents hitting only 222 off of him. Good fastball, hard slider, and a changeup.
Highest bullpen ERA in the American League, and the Twins have already scored once. Strike on the outside corner to Dozier. Struck out in the first, singled in the third, walked in the fifth. Each time he's been on base, he's gotten as far as third base. One and one. Brian's probably spent considerable time this year pondering the whys of this season. One of the whys is why he struggled against lefties, but he's not hitting righties that well either. Hoping for a big hit here to put the Twins in front. 2-1.
All 3 pitches away. Just saw all 3 pitches, 2 fastball, changeup, there the slider. Brian a pull hitter, and that's why the Royals are shading him that way, but we've seen Brian, when he's swinging a bat a little bit better, he'll take that ball toward right field if they're going to continue to pitch him away.
Inside now 3-1.
Perez wanted, I believe, that ball away. Another changeup.
Escobar on deck. Another switch hitter, Grossman, following him. To Brian Dozier. At the knees, 3-2.
Yeah, Brian thought that was a little bit low, but putting that shin guard back on. Fastball at 91. Be ready to swing the bat here.
Fouled away. Still 3-2. Twins throughout this homestand getting some big hits late. Wilson got one, Mauer got one. Looking for another one now from Brian Dozier. Look foul. Rios, of course, hoping the Twins can get Mauer in. Put him in position to pick up a win tonight after 7 very strong innings. Another 3-2 to Dozier. Took ball 4. A check swing, ball 4. First and second, one down, and now Escobar.
I fouled off a couple pitches. Made that pitcher throw his third 3-2 pitch, and it was outside. Let's take a look how quick Cave is right here.
Contact play is on.
Look at it. No chance. You saw Perez out in front of home plate saying, get the out at first.
StatCast powered by AWS.
3.2 seconds. That's the way I used to run.
Just not that far.
Yeah.
Here's Escobar. 2 singles, his last 2 times up.
Let's go.
Inside, ball 1.
The third season for McCarthy with the Royals, up and down all 3 seasons. Started this year in AAA and then called up in the middle part of April.
Outside now 2-0. Duffy can't win. Barrios can if the Twins can get another run here. Fouled away. 2-1. Hildenberger getting loose for the Twins. Two and one to Escobar. 3-1 with Grossman on deck. No activity in the Kansas City bullpen. McCarthy's got to fight his way through this, or at least try.
Escobar hit a 2-run home run in yesterday's win over the Orioles.
Driven to center, a base hit. Bauer around third. He'll score. And an RBI single for Escobar puts the Twins in front.
Escobar picking up his third straight single. This one driving in the go-ahead run. Picking up his 53rd run batted in. Well, he got the count in his favor. Escobar looked fastball. I believe he got it. And exactly where he likes it. Down about shin high.
If it doesn't hit the dirt, he'll swing at it.
And Mauer scoring the go-ahead run right now, and Dozier scooting over to third.
Still only one out in the inning, and Grossman at the plate 0 for 2 with a walk. Out in front, strike one. Rudy Hernandez congratulating Barrios, who now is in position to win a ball game. Strike two, fastball, thrown away.
Just make contact here somehow.
Dozier bluffs down the line.
That's what helped Jake Cave get score, because he was able to sneak off with the defense playing back. So Brian Dozier, same thing. About as far as Moustakas is playing off the line, so you can get a good jump. Ooh, just miss.
Close pitch, 2-2.
Grossman has a very good eye.
Time call. 6 really good innings by Danny Duffy, but since the game's been handed over to the bullpen, it's been double, single, ground out with the run scoring, walk, RBI single, now 2-2 to Grossman. And Grossman protects the plate nicely. Another 2-2. Liner to the shortstop, and the runners did a nice job holding up. A bullet right to Escobar for out number 2. Good at bat, bad result, 2 away. We'll bring up Garver.
Grossman fought off a pitch and then got a changeup look. Looked like it right at Escobar. He was placed perfectly on the infield.
Smile turning into a grimace. You hit it so hard. You had such a great at bat. And now Garver with runners on the corners and 2 down. Foul back, 1 strike. Garver is 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts today. Down and away, 1-1. McCarthy very deliberate between pitches. Wilson out of the game, and he's conducted somewhat of a tutorial with Williams Astudillo, but again, I'm not convinced that the Twins might not move Garver behind the plate if they can add another run to the lead here. Strike on the outside corner, 1-2.
Yeah, changeup, good location.
Rosario's got the shin guards on, the helmet's on backwards, hasn't caught an inning yet for the Twins at this level. One and two. 2-2.
Mitch Garver's been swinging a good bat, even 0 for 3 tonight. He came into the ball game since June 6th, hitting .357. Hit the home run, two-run home run yesterday, but he's hit a lot of balls to right field too, using a whole field. Perez sitting inside.
Runner goes, a pitch hit back to the mound, and McCarthy makes the play to end the inning. The Twins get a couple, take the lead as we head to the 8th.
Twins baseball on Fox Sports North resumes on Wednesday. Join us Wednesday morning at 11:30 as we get you ready for the Twins and the Royals, the final game of the series on Fox Sports North.
Sanford Health injury report: a strained left oblique has put Ian Kennedy on the disabled list, but they are going to activate him and start him tomorrow. So we wish him good health and a short start. It's okay to do that, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't want him to.
That came from you.
Yeah, don't want him to be re-injured, but we want the Twins to knock him out early.
Well, Trevor Hildenberger coming out of the bullpen. Hopefully all of the 8th inning is his, making his 41st relief appearance.
We knew he was going to be the pitcher. We weren't sure who was going to catch his pitches. You look at Hildenberger's numbers, 41st game of the year, and it will be Mitch Garver coming out of the DH spot with the Twins playing with the lead, and it'll be Garver doing the catching.
J.K. staying in the ball game, playing at center field as Kepler moves over to right. So the defensive substitutions of Cave. I guess Garver, but he's already in the game.
The pitcher spot would be hitting third, I believe, in the revised lineup. Estudillo.
Actually, Jake Cave would take over
the ninth spot. Yes,
spot.
Right. And so Grossman's spot, which might not come up again anyway, would be the pitcher spot. 1-2 to Merrifield, leading off the 8th. Swing and a miss. Hildenberger gets it with an off-speed pitch.
And Trevor picking up his 39th strikeout in 43 innings pitched. He's taken over that 8th inning role. There used to be Addison Reed, but now it's Hildenberger.
Bonifacio singled his last time up. Floats off the outside corner. Ball 1. Moustakas on deck. There's a fastball on the outside corner.
We saw the Royals reliever Tim Hill throw from down underneath, and now Twins Trevor Hildenberger, right-hander, dropping down.
And changeup that is just as difficult for right-handed batters as lefties.
Left-handers hitting only 185 against Hildenberger. Right-handers 231.
Whole bunch of shakeoffs. Now a 1-2 pitch coming.
Wow.
2 down.
It's just an unusual type of delivery that you know, you don't see too many guys that drop down like that and can change speeds like Hildenberger and add and subtract as well as he does.
See the Twins take on the Rays Friday, July 13th. Friday the 13th. The first 10,000 fans get an Eddie Rosario Nothing Falls But Raindrops bobblehead presented by Panther. Go to twinsbaseball.com/tickets and learn more. 2 down. Here's Moustakas. Off the end of the bat, foul, 1 strike. Moustakas has struck out twice and been hit by a pitch. That's what I mean about that changeup. It's so tough against lefties too, because it seems like it'll never get to home plate.
You know, he's earned this 8th inning promotion more or less just the way that he has been pitching. Other than that hiccup against the Cubs, he has been outstanding.
2 strikes. Grounded to short, scooting to his left. Escobar ends the inning, and Hildenberger has a quick top of the 8th.
Minnesota 2 and Kansas City 1 as we play on in the bottom of the 8th. And stay with us for Twins Live, presented by Central Link. It happens right after this ball game. We'll take a look at the jam session for All-Star Jose Barrios. checking the Royals with 1 for 8 with runners in scoring position. And of course, Eduardo Escobar, always a topic of conversation. Clutch offense with 3 hits, but more great defense from Eduardo. We'll take you inside the manager's office. We'll hear from Paul Mauter. He'll break down this game and take a look at the rest of the series as the Twins try to win 5 in a row, guys.
In the second 5-game winning streak this year. The other one was 5 games all on the road through Chicago and St. Louis.
Yeah, Brandon Maurer coming into the ball game, making his 14th relief appearance.
You'll want to look at his numbers, but he's probably stopped looking at his numbers.
Maurer, 28 years old, originally signed by Seattle. He came to the big leagues with the Mariners in 2013. Also pitched for the Padres in his 2nd season with the Royals.
A strike 2 and 1. We flashed them up pretty quickly. 19 hits, 10 2/3 innings. Opponent batting average of .404. 9 walks in 10 2/3 innings. 4 home runs. Kepler, Polanco, and Cave here in the Twins' 8th. He takes a strike 2 and 2.
There you go. You are hereby circled. There you go. And I circled Kepler and everybody else. Cool.
2 and 2. To the right side, picked up by Merrifield, 1 away.
This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC.
1 down, and now Polanco 0 for 3. Hit a line drive in the 4th inning, but it was caught by Herrera in center field. Fastball down and away. You see the arm strength, 98 miles per hour. But the number's not good for Brandon Maurer. 2-0.
He made some starts in the big leagues, those mainly coming with the Seattle Mariners when he first came up. Went to San Diego, mainly used out of the bullpen. Traded over to Kansas City in July of last year.
Rodney finished off the first 3 wins of the winning streak. He'll have a chance to finish off what he hopes will be the 5th win in a row for the Twins. 3-0. And a 4-pitch walk puts him aboard. That'll bring up Cave. Cave entered the game as a pinch runner for Wilson after his leadoff double in the 7th. Stayed in the game to take over in center field. Pitcher spot will now hit in the 5th spot in the batting order, with the Twins relinquishing their designated hitter. Crack foul and strike. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
Good slider right there. Good location.
We've seen the presence of Perez behind the plate. The Twins have had some runners on base, but haven't even tried to steal. Polanco's a base stealer. This would be a situation where Twins might send him, but no hint that he's going. First, you have a left-handed batter up there in Cave, and he's shown the ability to pull the ball through the hole on the ground.
Well, Perez has such a great arm, strong arm, that he's one of these catchers that'll just drop to his knees and throw. He doesn't come up throwing. Good.
And Cave loops one down the line, a base hit. Polanco checks in at second. Well, Cave has had an impact in this game, even though he didn't enter the game until the 7th inning.
Good hitting right there. Pitch away, just kind of flared it in the left field. So take a look at the pitch. Perez wants it away. Not a bad pitch. Down and away at 88 miles an hour. And credit Cave just going out and hitting it that way. Twins have some speed on the base paths with Polanco and Cave for Joe Mauer. He already has a couple hits.
Look at this matchup, and you'd have to think advantage Mauer here, wouldn't you? Strike one.
I think anytime Joe's at the plate, I think you'd have to think advantage Mauer. Such a good hitter.
The guy on the left, M-A-U-R-E-R. The guy on the right, M-A-U-E-R. But the guy on the left has an opponent batting average of over 400. The guy on the right's a career 300-plus hitter. And now Mauer has Maurer right where he wants him, 0-2. Bingo. Polanco around third. He's coming in. And the throw over the cutoff man, and Mauer beats Maurer.
Well, Maurer made a mistake and left a breaking ball up. And Joe's such a good hitter. His third hit of the ball game, picking up an RBI, and the Twins take a 3-1 lead. So a big run right there for the Twins and Fernando Rodney. Where that ball was left thigh high. Joe lines her right back up the middle. Polanco making sure that ball hits the outfield grass, and he scores the third run for the Twins.
And now Rosario. Down and in, ball one. Cincinnati beat the Indians 7-5. Chance for the Twins to trim back Cleveland's lead another game. It still would be 8.5 games. The main thing is the Twins would take another step toward the 500 mark.
Yep, that's the key.
2 in the 7th, 1 so far here in the 8th. 1-1 to Rosario. Now 1-2. One and two to Rosario. Tap to the right side. Duda will try to get the out at second, and he got it, but a very dangerous throw. How did that throw not hit Mauer in the back? That's a good play as it turned out, but a high-risk throw right along the base path.
Duda had to play that little short hop too, but able to get something on that throw over to Escobar. Moving it on the infield side for the second out.
First and third, 2 down, and now Dozier. driven to center. Herrera back, makes the catch on the track. The Twins add an insurance run in the 8th. It'll be a 2-run lead for Fernando Rodney. With an RBI single in the bottom of the 8th. The Twins have scored 3 runs against the Kansas City bullpen, or roughly the same number of runs they scored against the Kansas City bullpen in 2014 and 15. And it's a 2-run lead for Fernando Rodney.
Rodney looking for his 20th save on the year, making his 34th relief appearance. He got the day off yesterday, worked 3 times in that Orioles series. Couple saves.
In the middle of the Kansas City lineup, Perez, Duda, and Herrera in the 9th. Perez with a double in the 4th. The Royals had ample opportunities to do more damage in the run column than they've done so far. They started the 3rd inning with back-to-back doubles, and they got their run, but of course had a runner at second, nobody out, didn't get him in. Then in the 4th, Moustakas was hit by a pitch, and Perez doubled 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and they didn't score.
Well, to me, the play of the game is Escobar at 3rd base.
I'll agree with you there. That hot smash off the bat of Herrera. 0-2 now from Rodney to Perez.
Rodney with that fastball in the low 90s. He'll hit 95, 97 at times. Great changeup. Currently tied with Todd Jones in career saves at 319. He passed Joe Nathan a couple days ago.
One and 2. That's a golf foul. Perez going down to a knee. The threat situation was 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. Herrera did this.
That ball looked like it by Escobar. It dove to his right, came up, got Herrera at 3rd, and the runners had to hold.
Certainly Moustakas would have scored. I don't know about Perez, but yeah, the game turned right there. Now a ball driven to right. Kepler retreats a couple of steps, 1 down.
Perez hit it sharply, but right at Kepler for the first out.
And now Lucas Duda. Duda with a pop-up and 2 strikeouts. Twins playing with the lead, so they've got a different shift on now with Escobar instead of being in left field. they put him in short right field. Earlier, the Twins had 4 outfielders spread out deep across the outfield. A little bit of a different shift. One and 0. And the situations like this are what Tom Verducci was talking about before, about having 4 infielders and requiring all 4 of them to at least have 1 foot on the infield dirt. Meaning Escobar could not play where he is playing right now. This is similar to what a lot of teams do when Logan Morrison's at the plate.
Well, we saw that with Jonathan Scope yesterday. I think, who was it? Escobar that smoked the ball.
Right.
And Scope threw him out from where Escobar's standing.
3-0 now to Duda. And a strike.
Now, this is where that extra run in the bottom of the 8th inning is so important for a closer. Fernando Rodney, pretty good. He doesn't walk a lot of batters. Duda, of course, very powerful.
3-1 from Rodney. And there's the walk, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Tomorrow on FS1, a showdown in the Midwest as the Royals take on the Twins. Game 2. Coverage begins at 7 p.m. Central on FS1. Stream it live on the Fox Sports app. It'll be Ian Kennedy going for the Royals, and Aaron Sligers going for the Twins. Did such a good job in his first start of the year. He'll get at least 1 more opportunity, and I would think if things go at all well tomorrow, he'll get the game on Sunday as well.
Let's hope so.
Fouled back, a strike. Herrera has actually given the Royals some really good at bats. He had a long at bat in the second before taking a high strike for a called 3rd strike. Hit the smash, picked off by Escobar, and then he got a single in the 6th.
And then picked off by Barrios to end the 6th.
And now 1-1. Gordon will hit next. Swing and a miss. That's 1-2.
Good change up there. Herrera way out front. Pull the string. Rodney with 35 strikeouts and almost 32 innings pitched. And make it 1 more.
Wow. 2 down, and that'll bring up Gordon.
Twins have 11 strikeouts in tonight's ball game. 8 by Barrios, a couple by Hildenberger, and the first one there by Rodney. Great changeup with movement.
Gordon with a double, a ground out, and a strikeout. 5 for 12 against the Twins closer. Over the inside corner. Changeup that was hanging right over the inside edge. I don't know that that's where Rodney wanted to throw that pitch. But Gordon took it. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
Announced attendance 20,199. And most of them on their feet.
And Gordon checks. 97 miles per hour again. Grounder toward the hole. Polanco can't make the play. Can't pull the trigger on the throw. He made a similar play to end the game the other day in the hole. This time he couldn't get a handle on the ball. Gordon reaches, and now Escobar comes up with the tying run at first.
Even if he is able to feel that ball and get a good grip on it, would have been a heck of a play, because Gordon getting down that line, and Polanco, you see how far he has to go, and then it would have been an off-balance throw. Instead, it's an infield base hit for Gordon, his second hit.
Well, the Royals get the go-ahead run to the plate. First and second, 2 down, and it's Escobar who doubled in the only Kansas City run so far tonight. Whacked an 0-2 pitch into the right field corner. On and away, ball 1. Outfield playing deep, trying to cut off a double that might tie the game. Rodney's fallen behind. Escobar 2-0. Popped up. Garver with room ends the game. And the Twins extend their winning streak to 5.
Well pitched game by the Twins. Again, some timely hitting, especially in the 7th and 8th inning. Good win for the Twins.
Well, Tom Hanneman, the Twins have a winning streak of 5. That matches their season high. But in the process, they've extended Kansas City's losing streak to 2 times that much. They've now lost 10 in a row.
Tough times in Kansas City. The Twins 14-7 in their last 21 games at home. They hit the 40-win mark tonight. Up next on Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink. We'll talk about Jose Barrios on the mound and the Twins at the plate.